What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to try some more British chocolate for the very first time. This is a continuation of a video that I did a few weeks ago where I tried 5 different British chocolate bars for the very first time. And so I'm back once again with 5 more British chocolate bars that I've never had before. And I'm actually very excited for this group in particular because in part 1, the first 5 chocolate bars, it was very interesting to see how different British chocolate tastes to American chocolate. It tastes very different. But those group of bars were just chocolate. These are not just chocolate. These have nuts and star bars and curly whirlies in them or whatever that means. I don't know. But but I'm very excited even by the names alone here. So let's grab one to start with and see what we've got. First, we have the Dairy Milk, which actually, I think in part 1, we had a Dairy Milk. Seems like a very standard British chocolate bar to start with. But this time, it's the Dairy Milk Caramel. And that might make all the difference. I don't know. So let's bust this thing open. Enough waiting around. I've been waiting all day for these chocolate bars. Okay. By the way, the packaging of British chocolate bars. I did not mention this, I think, in part 1. The packaging of the British chocolate bars, I mean, very fun, very aesthetically pleasing. I'm not just saying that. Maybe it's because I've seen American chocolate bars my entire life, and I'm just bored with them. These are so fun. Curly whirly. I still don't know what that means. But anyway, I just think the packaging is very aesthetically pleasing. This is by Cadbury, as it seems, well, basically all of this stuff has been by Cadbury, I think. That's basically the British version of Hershey's chocolate that we have here. And what you pull out of this thing is this. Very similar to the Dairy Milk from part 1. You got the 6 little segments. I don't know if they're trying to say that one of these segments is a bite. I don't know. Oh my. Oh, I was not expecting this. What a caramel. It still hasn't broken. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Oh, I've never been so excited over some caramel and chocolate. Don't get me wrong. We, of course, have, chocolate bars in America. Of course, we're big fans of them. And caramel in some of our chocolate bars. But I gotta say, already looking at this, this Dairy Milk Caramel, the caramel somehow looks more fresh, more free-flowing. I don't know if that's just my mind making that up, that this actually looks better. I almost wanted to say more natural, but is there anything natural about caramel? I don't know. Let's take a test. What are we waiting for? Yes. Yes. So good. What the heck? I I did a video a long time ago about the difference between British and American chocolate. So I had learned about that. And apparently, to a lot of Europeans or people outside of America, American chocolate tastes sour or like I've heard it taste like vomit. I've heard it taste terrible. So I've always wanted to compare with British chocolate, and I have to say, do I think our chocolate tastes terrible? No. And maybe it's because I'm used to it, but there is a distinct difference with this chocolate. This chocolate is just less intense in a good way. And I would also dare to say less artificial tasting too. Now the dairy milk seems like an extremely solid chocolate bar. The caramel is delicious. This is very good. I would definitely eat that again. But I think of the chocolate bars we have here today, it's the most tame. Let's move on to something a little crazier. Star Bar. Star Bar. Does it say what it is on it? It has a picture. There's clearly something going on inside of this bar. Maybe it's packed with stars. I don't know what that means. Let's rip it open. No reason to have manners here. Let's just tear this thing wide open. Okay. Man. Gosh, it just looks good. Like, sometimes you get American chocolate bars and they don't look like the picture. They're kind of warped or they have like factory errors. These are all like pristine, perfect little chocolate bars. This looks like a cigar or something. Did you pretend to smoke the Star Bar like a fine cigar when you were a child? I don't know. I've never heard of a Star Bar before. But let's take a little bite. There's only one way to find out. Whoa. 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 What is this? What is this? I mean, it's good. It almost reminds me of something in the United States. I can't put my finger on it. There's peanut buttery taste. It's like, is this peanut butter filling or? It's peanut buttery, but there's also something else like a nougat or a filling. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's good. It actually has a ton of flavor. And there's another thing about British chocolate that I've noticed. I don't know if I'm imagining this or not, but it seems softer, like more pleasant to chew into, better mouthfeel. I don't even know how that's possible. Like how is the British chocolate composition that different that the entire feeling of chewing into it is different? And not just the taste. That's I don't even know what that means. That's crazy to me. I guess American chocolate just is that different. These are very good, and I feel like you could eat this stuff. You could eat this stuff like more of it without getting sick, because it's like a little easier on the palate, on the stomach. That might just be my American mind going to work about how, if we all switched to British chocolate, we could just eat it, more of it. Because American chocolate will overwhelm and make you a bit sick after a while, but you don't have the willpower to stop, and not that I've ever personally experienced that, ever, no. Curly Whirly. Okay? No idea what this means. Is this chocolate? Look how thin this is. If this is a chocolate bar, I've never seen one this thin in my life. We don't have anything like this. I just like the name. The packaging doesn't seem to say what is in this bar. Maybe it's in the fine print, but who has time for that? No one has time for the fine print. What on earth is this? What in heaven's name is this? I can't even get it out. It's resisting me. You have to peel it all the way like a banana. What is this? What am I looking at? A Curly Whirly. Is there... I'm genuinely like transfixed on this thing. It's bendy, where it looks like it should be like hard, but it's like a pretzel, but it's bendy. Why is it shaped like this? Like, is this scaffolding For the space station? Like, why is it shaped like construction material? I'm so confused. I've n- this is maybe the most unique chocolate bar I've ever seen in my life, truly. Just shape alone, and it's thin. Let's take a bite out of it. I truly have no idea what to expect here. It's chewy. Very, very chewy. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you've had a curly whirly before, you know how much I'm struggling right now to chew this. Excuse me. What? Oh my gosh. It's stuck to my teeth. Oh my gosh. What is that taste? I know that taste. That is a very distinct taste. Is that caramel? But it's like the old school tasting caramel. Like when your grandma gave you a caramel cube. That taste of caramel. Or am I right about that? That is such a distinct taste. Is that just like old-timey tasting caramel? It is, or toffee. Am I looking for the word toffee? Maybe? Because it's so chewy. So chewy. I'm not exaggerating there. Like, I was eating that as quick as I can. And I like to eat quickly. It's good. The toffee flavor is not one of my favorites personally. Does the British toffee, if I'm correct, I know this is caramel or toffee here. Don't. You'd think I would know my candies a little bit better, but I usually just consume them much faster than I can think about what's inside of them. Um, Man, interesting. Not necessarily my favorite tasting because I don't love that taste, but probably my favorite as far as looks go. What the heck that's a curly whirly? I'm gonna remember that one. Picnic. You take this out on a picnic? I'd do it. Just because of the name alone. What's the packaging trying to tell us? This is packed full of something. Absolutely brimming. Stuffed full. Let's take a look. This is very different from part one, where part one was just all basically chocolate bars with nothing inside. This is this is different. Okay. What this immediately reminds me of something that I'm not going to say what this looks like because it's kind of gross, but you know what? If this is what it looks like for you, you probably need to see your doctor, actually. Anyway, this is packed full of nuts, which I like nuts, or that chocolate covered nuts. All right, before anybody clips that sound bite, let's take a bite of this. Interesting. Very interesting. These are like rice puffs. I was wrong. Well, there's some nuts. Here, take a cross section here. Puff things and nuts, and it's very salty. Very different. I kind of like how different this is. Interesting look. This is the picnic, huh? Did this say anything about it? Very strong flavor. Like, one of the things I've been saying is, oh, the British chocolate bars. It's nice how it's just the right amount of flavor. It's not too overwhelming. This is almost too overwhelming in flavor, actually. This is the first one where I'm like, gosh, that's a lot. Which is kind of a pleasant surprise, so I guess it's not always true. British chocolate bars can pack it, maybe too much of a punch. Where I don't know if I could eat that whole bar. You have to really like that nutty, rice puffy chocolate flavor. But I like that. That's different. And finally, we have the Double Decker. With a name like Double Decker. Oh, there's two different like fillings in here. Double Decker. Two. Okay, okay. That's all I needed to see. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Okay, look at this. Boom. Bam. That's thick. You want to know you're biting into a double decker when you have a double decker. You want to know it's there, and you will, because look how big this is. Oh, man, the British chocolate smells. Oh, it's oh so good, by the way. Okay, enough of that. Let's take a bite. What are the two flavors? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Wow. Wow. What is that? Like nougat filling? Oh, wow. That's good. Yeah, yeah. We have a chocolate bar called a Milky Way. Not sure if you're familiar with a Milky Way. It's got like, I believe that's the one with the sort of nougat, light colored filling, like this. This also has those rife little puff balls as well. Something I'm so pleased by with the British chocolate bars is every single one of them is somewhat soft. They're very easy to bite into. A lot of the times, American chocolate bars can be quite a bit tough. Not crazy, but compared to these, American chocolate bars can be kind of tough to bite into, or messy, or breaking apart. These are so clean to bite into. Like, and these are just like 5 random British chocolate bars, and all of them were like pristine condition, easy to bite into, good tasting chocolate. I thought these were fantastic, actually. Really interesting collection here. Let me see if I can grab some of these. Did I have a clear favorite today? I don't know. They are so, it's hard to compare these because they're so different. Or they had nuts or different fillings or, hold on. How could I forget about the Curly Whirly? This was not my favorite taste-wise, but it was, oh, there it goes, bending. Oh, see you later, Curly Whirly. There it goes. Is my favorite looks-wise because it's so different. Um, at the risk of sounding kind of boring and lame, the Dairy Milk Caramel might have been my favorite. It's simple, chocolate and caramel, but sometimes that's the best. That's all you need, the simple things. The rest of these, if you're kind of a nutty fan, rice puff ball, you got all the different fillings in there. These were good for what they were. I'm still, even this one, I'm confused about. It was peanut butter and something else. I'm not even sure what's in half of these, but overall, the takeaway is British chocolate bars. I mean, they are superior to American chocolate bars in many ways. You don't necessarily have all the same tastes that we have grown up to know and love here in America. Because, of course, we're going to be emotionally attached to our chocolate bars, isn't everybody? But as far as coming in here and putting up a real, like, challenge against my American chocolate bar way of life, these really did it. Like, these really put up a fight. These are really good, objectively more pleasant to eat. The taste is... There's some American chocolate bars I enjoy. Probably more, even if they would taste horrible to people outside of America. But to come in and just put up such a fight like these, that's impressive to me. Because that's not easy to do, because we're pretty attached to our chocolate bars. But this chocolate is like, the chocolate in many ways is superior. I'll admit, you got that out of me. The chocolate in general is does seem superior in many ways. Yeah. Okay, there you go. All right, that's all I'm saying. And I did very much enjoy this. If you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of these chocolate bars I had here today, or what your favorite British chocolate bar is, or your thoughts on them. And that'd be very fun to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Britain, learning about British culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.